Over the past few months, the Thai authorities have been freezing large numbers of bank accounts suspected of being used by scammers. Mule accounts, which is typically one that receives or passes on funds for fraudulent schemes. Because of increased online scams nowadays, and government banks and cyber police are trying to catch, this money flow. Many people have been affected by this. Small vendors, foreigners, freelancers, expats living over in Thailand have all been affected. Some of these people who've been affected and had their accounts frozen, they've done nothing wrong. I think the expat community online have gone nuts over this over the past few weeks. I mean, you've only got to start watching a few videos and see the comments on some of the channels it's happening to quite a lot of people. Now, in my circle of friends, I've heard no one who's had any problems whatsoever. I think initially it was spread by a Facebook post, saying that all banks are shutting down and they're closing accounts on everyone. It's like, what? So this went viral, and then this, everyone started trolling online, and then it kind of escalated from there. I am actually with Bangkok Bank and Krung Thai Bank, both of them banks, and I've had no problems whatsoever. I don't know whether I'm lucky or, none of my friends, a lot of them have got Bangkok Bank, none of my friends have had any problems either. A lot of people are being called back in, like to Bangkok Bank, and saying, can you update your details? So this is something that you could be asked to do if you're, in Thailand with a Bangkok Bank account. I haven't been asked. I don't know anybody. My friends have been asked to do this. So this is something that could happen. Most people saying they're getting everything resolved pretty quickly. I think it was originally taking quite long, but now they put steps in to try and bring it down. It was taking like a week or two, I think, or a bit longer in some cases. And now they're trying to do it, within the day kind of thing, within half a day, they're saying online now. I was reading today actually about that, speeding up the process, because there has been so many complaints about this online. I mean, all I can say is, just choose your bank wisely when you come to Thailand, at this moment. I'm sure they'll sort out this problem before long. It's not going to go on forever. It is just basically because of these mule accounts. Now, have you seen what's happened over in Vietnam? There's 86 million accounts shut down. Like, oh my God. So it's not just in Thailand they're having a problem at the moment. There's a big problem over in Vietnam with banks as well. 86 million accounts shut down. I was like, what? What's the population of Vietnam? It must be nearly this, huh? So you must be thinking, do you come to Thailand with cash? If you're thinking of coming over here, and can you open a bank account? You got to remember, you shouldn't open a bank account. Or you can't open a bank account when you're on a tourist visa, or if you're on a DTV visa, the Destination Thailand visa. Them two visas, you can't open bank accounts. You're supposed to be on a proper visa to get a proper bank account in Thailand. This is going to hopefully prevent any problems. Please be careful if you're coming to Thailand and using agents to do something. Just make sure they've been recommended by someone and they're doing it officially. So if you come to Thailand now, should you pay in cash or should you pay with your card and use the banks? Well, if you're coming as a tourist, I think most people come with cash. And I've got a funny story about this. My brother came not long ago from Australia for a holiday here, and I didn't really tell him. He's quite a world traveller. I didn't really tell him about, maybe you should bring cash sometimes. Quite handy in Thailand because he lives in Australia now, but he was in the UK. So he's kind of used to no cash at all now. And he came over here and he just had card. He didn't have any cash at all. And I was like, when he got here, I was like, really? Nothing? Okay. And you might have a problem in one or two places, hopefully you can pay in most places, I think, but, and he was like, what? Oh, really? He really didn't know. I should have really told him that, sometimes it's handy to have cash in Thailand. No, everywhere doesn't take, card all the time. And yes, over the next few days, I had to pay for him multiple times. I had to pay for him where we were at somewhere, and they're like, no, sorry, we don't take this card, we don't take this payment. He had a couple of different methods of paying, he had a credit card, and he had some kind of wallet pay as well. And then sometimes they accepted it, sometimes it didn't. And, he had a bit of a problem. He couldn't really pay for stuff, so ended up having to go, draw some cash out from the bank here a few days. So it didn't make that much of a difference. But, it is something to think about when you come to Thailand. People online, I was reading the comments, everyone's kind of saying cash is king in Thailand. Yeah, it kind of is sometimes, it is quite handy to have. Me personally, now I pay about 80% kind of on my card. But I've always got a bit of cash on me. I think it's quite handy in Thailand. Even myself, I've been caught out, even in the last few weeks, I'll tell you 2 times where I couldn't pay. I went to a national park and they wouldn't take it. I had to pay cash there. And I went to a bakery in Chiam and they were like cash only. So there's 2 places, for example, in the last couple of, month or so that I've been to where I can't pay the banking app. My brother obviously didn't have the Bangkok Bank, the Scanjai system, which I have. But what's the future of this? Well, hopefully it all die down and they sort it all out. It has come down. There were a lot of complaints. A lot of accounts were being frozen, and then there's less. I was reading it's come right down now. And hopefully, they're sorting it out. I think Bangkok Bank know this is a massive problem. It's caused an absolute nightmare. So, people online have got mad. I think they've set up like a help centre where, people can phone through to the centre if you've got a problem, with the bank. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Put it in the comments, if you've had problems with Bangkok Bank, if you've had problems with your account being frozen. I hope you haven't, but if you have, pop it in the comments. Enjoy today's video, guys. Just press subscribe. Thanks. Really helps the channel out. And I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy.